Call me Neoblade. This is a cast in a lower league, Bronx. I'm German, and I think you will hear my accent. I like StarCraft 2. I'm coaching StarCraft 2 for 2 years now, and I try to improve my English. And we see the Terran TheRival, I will call him Rival, against the Protoss Bab. Bab is not placed, it's some of his placement matches. And I will try to help Rival finding his errors in his game, in his gameplay. I'm a little bit nervous because talking English is not a day-to-day business for me, so I will make mistakes. I hope you won't find them too crucial, too hard. If I spell something wrong, you can put it down in the YouTube comments, and I'll try my best. I'm working with Okko in German, or in Germany. He was a Grandmaster, a Zerg ex-Grandmaster now. He's just Masters, top Masters, just. I am Platinum as Protoss and Zerg. Right now I'm Gold League, so many of you will think I can't help people. I think some of you might, but I enjoy it, and perhaps I can help some people out there. If you do, just post a replay on drop, SC, DROP, full stop, I don't know, full stop or a point, no, full stop must be, S and C. Okay, you probably know the site, and then post it below in the Battle.net thread I will open. Okay, Rival. You are playing a standard opening with a wall, and now you scout, closing the wall. What I find very intriguing is you do not build any SCVs right now, and I've programmed a script which is able to look at errors in the SCV production, and you have heavy problems with producing SCVs. 50 seconds pauses, or 40 seconds in the early game, and we see it right now. I post day 9 rules. In Germany they are called golden rules, but I don't know if the English term is okay, so I call them day 9 rules because day 9 post them in 2010. Constantly produce workers. Never get supply blocked. Keep your money low. Watch the minimap. Scout. The 5th rule I amended because I find it very, very important to scout. It's not so important in Bronze League, but if you're going Gold, Platinum, Diamond, it's very important to scout your opponent. But in Bronze League it's often a problem that you see something and you do not know what happens next. And in Bronze League the problem is the Protoss takes gas but only builds Dalits in the beginning. Just produces his warp gate tech. So scouting, if you want to do it, do it. But in Bronze League it's not that important. It's important to focus on your macro and mechanics. Destiny said in a stream, Destiny Going Mask Queens, if you constantly work on your macro and mechanics, you will get to diamond or diamond or high platinum. And I think he's right. I will post the quote in here in the YouTube video. He scans, I find that very good. And we'll see. TheRival has 22 workers. Filter SC made videos about Wool and Heart of the Swarm. He's a master, and he has a benchmark 50 SCVs at 10 minutes. You will never get 50 SCVs in 10 minutes. And you're not producing SCVs. Protoss does not build probes either, but producing SCVs is very, very important for a Terran. Filter SC plays 1 Rex FE, fast expand, and so he's able to build 50 FCVs in 10 minutes. One base, you can't do that. You could throw down a mule. You could put 3 in gas. And you could probably expand. You have a decent force. We take a look at your army value. He's not so far ahead. And if you place a bunker in the middle, you could take an expansion. An expansion becomes more and more vital later in the game. But I think I will do a macro analysis after I look at you and see you play. Oh, wrong person. Sorry for that. Let's see. You do not produce any SCVs. People ask me, if I want to play one base, should I produce SCVs? If you play a one base all in, no. But I discourage people to play a one base all in, because it's will get you in platinum, perhaps diamond, and then you will be stuck. You have to work on your macro and mechanics constantly. It's like if you want to become a very, very good basketball player. I'm a basketball coach too. You want to improve free throws, for example, and you only can do that if you practice. And it's very important to practice macro and mechanics. You can do that if you play ladder, if you play custom games. So we'll take a look. The expansion is building. You're doing good upgrades, I think. One eBay. You could do better, but that's okay in bronze, I guess. SCV production started again. People ask me, I will take a look at this here. Should I use the Q? I hope this is called Q. I think if you... I will call it Q. If somebody says it's wrong, then I will correct it. Using the Q is totally fine in bronze. But this is a little excessive. 5 Marines here, 10, oh I don't know, no, 8 here. You could use your money, 180 minerals, to build 2 more barracks. But I think throwing 3 SCVs in here and 3 Marauder in here is totally fine in Bronze League. No problem about it. You could throw in another tank. If you want to do it like a pro, you could wait until you are 50%, 60% in this, do not know what the word is, but I'm showing it with a mouse, and could add another tank. It doesn't matter if you have 2 tanks in the queue in the Bronze Leagues, no problem about it. A heavy problem is SCV production. We show it again. Protoss is ahead, and not much. He's not producing very good probes either. But you could be on 60 SCVs right now if you would have expanded earlier with 1 Rex FE, and if you would have followed Day 9 rules, constantly produce workers. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous. It's difficult for me to talk English, but it's fun. So I will do it again if you let me. And so I do mistakes I normally don't do. You can check out my channel Neoblade SC2 and look at the German videos. I don't make so many mistakes there. I hope you stay with me. And we'll see Cloak. Okay. This means Banshee play. Okay. He scouts himself. Interesting. The wall is intact. He has complete vision of his whole base. So he would spot a wall prism over the minimap. He has a missile turret here. Don't know why you scanned yourself. Keep in mind, scanning costs you a mule. It's the same energy level. A mule delivers you 2700 minerals. So it's important. Oh. It's important to think about using a scan or a mule. But it's totally fine to scan your opponent. That's very good. And often I see, even in the Platinum League, that people do not scan enough. He's pulling away in probes. Okay. This I find very intriguing. Keep in mind, this orbital command will fly a whole lot over here. I just would put it over here and put a bunker here or 2. It's no problem to play 2 bunkers in Bronze League. And now it's okay. I almost thought he wanted to scout with it, but okay, no, sorry. If you want to play a hidden expansion, I won't suggest it. I discourage it. I dislike the idea. Then build it right here. You're not producing anything. That is very bad.
Mineral field depleted.
You always have to produce something. Now you're scanning. Okay. You see his expo. But you're not producing anything. That is very, very, very bad. Constantly produce SCVs and constantly produce units. That's very important. Very, very, very important. We will take a look at the income.
Base is under attack.
And he spotted it. So, you see why it's risky to take an expansion. If you're flying it over here, he will have... Okay, no, it's difficult to escape. But you see, the Protoss is far ahead in income. And that's a major advantage in macro for him. And he will shoot down your expansion. And I think that's the game. Not producing, losing your expansion, which would be safe here, placed here, no problem. Your supply blocked. Remember day 9 rules, never get supply blocked. And I think you play a little bit too much defense. StarCraft 2 is a game about offense, not building 20 tanks, staying one base, and just trying to defend. There are pro gamers who are able to defend. We'll take a look here. You're doing worker damage, and the Protoss should pull away his probes, but I think he's not able to recognize it. That's very, very heavy damage. But you see, I don't like micro in the lower leagues because you're doing micro and you're not producing anything. You have to constantly produce SCVs until you are 3 base and 75 or 70, or 2 base until you are 50. You're not 2 base, you're not at 50, and you're not producing anything. That's a big mistake. A big macro mistake. Protoss is throwing his 3rd Nexus. He will just outproduce you. And he's attacking you. Look at his force. There's nothing you can do to prevent your loss. And it's not that you did not micro good enough. It's because you did not produce good enough. But I will make a macro analysis right away. Now you are under attack and now you are producing, but the game is lost. You cannot win this. Look at your money. Filter SC stays below 300 minerals the whole game. He builds an expansion and needs 400, okay, but otherwise he just builds barracks, supply depots, SCVs and Marines in the Bronze League. Filter SC is able to win with just Marines until he is gold, I guess. I coached a Terran player once and asked him to give me 5 games with Marines only. I thought he would lose all of them in the Gold League, but in fact he won 4 and lost just 1. I just suppose you should take a look at Filter SC and look at him play and see the big difference. But your macro is not good enough, and that's why you are in Bronze League. And I think your mechanics aren't good enough too. So I promised I will make a macro analysis. We'll go to the 2-minute mark and I will jump here, not to see anything. I just want to look at the macro. We see SCV production is okay here. No SCVs, but we have money. No SCVs, but we have money. No SCVs, no SCVs. And you see, Protoss is producing SCVs and he is ahead. He's not ahead because he has chrono boost. He's ahead because he's constantly producing workers, which you are not.
Complete.
I will post for you your production
Our SCVs
and
are
the
under
production of
attack.
Filter SC, so you see the difference. He's constantly producing workers, and I mean the word constantly. He's constantly 7-8 seconds he produces a worker. I think it's in his blood, and I think it's very important to put it in your blood. I don't know the right word, or to automize it. I don't know if automize automated. I think auto is an English word, but I don't know the right word. But it's important to get your reflexes doing it, not to think about it anymore.
Additional supply depots
No
required.
SCVs.
Additional supply depots
I apologize
required.
for having problems with the English language. I want to train it. That's why I'm doing this cast, to improve my English. And I hope you will bear with me, and we'll see. Okay, here's an SCV, and we're producing something. That's good. Worker
Add-on
supply. He's. I think he's Bronze 2. Because he's not building probes either. SCVs, okay.
Add-on complete.
No SCVs. You have money.
Our
Probably
SCVs
he
are under attack.
didn't attack you for a long time. No SCVs. You could build SCC right now, put it here, and could build 2 SCVs at once. I think it was a very bad decision to build the OC here and fly it over here. No SCVs.
Upgrade
You see the
complete.
big problems with your SCV production. And you do not stop producing SCVs until you are at 50. Or at least 44. 44 are 17 plus 17 plus 6. Oh, perhaps I cannot. Plus 6. Okay, 46. I think that's a good
Research
saturation
complete.
for your ecolines. Perhaps only 16. That's why I have had
Add-on
44 in mind.
complete.
No SCVs. You see, while I'm talking, no SCVs. Never SCVs here. But you have money.
Add-on complete.
We'll take a look at the income.
Add-on complete. Research.
You have mules, I guess. But when this Nexus gets ready, is finished, he will go ahead and I will show you. We'll speed up, I think, until you're producing SCVs are coming right now.
Upgrade complete.
Don't know why you... Okay, no SCVs.
Upgrade
No
complete.
SCVs. No SCVs.
Mineral field
You
depleted.
even have SCVs
Research
not
complete.
mining,
Mineral field
which is
depleted.
okay in Bronze League, but shouldn't happen. No SCVs. So, here is the first big problem. I will slow down now. Protoss is ahead
Mineral field depleted.
in income, which is very, very good for him and bad for you, but you're not producing anything. I will take a look at you're doing scanning, okay,
Mineral
and
field
you
depleted.
are checking out your Banshees. But the most important thing is to produce something. I will go here.
Base is under attack. Mineral field
No
depleted.
production. No production at all. Protoss is ahead in workers, much more ahead. But this is more important for him.
Base
see,
is under attack.
Your base is outmined now. Would you have expanded right here, there would be no problem. But this is why you lose. Your production is stopping this is why you lose. You have to produce constantly. I think I will just, I hope, we'll see if you produce something afterwards. After this SC.
Mayday! Mayday!
He lost a whole lot of probes here. 24th, sorry. But the problem is, he is far ahead, or was far ahead in income. He's ahead now, and you do not produce. You have to produce units, and that's why you lose the game. Macro. It's total lack of macro skills in this game, and I think you're trying to play a little bit too complicated with Banshees, with Hidden Expo, and I think you should work on your macro and your mechanics. We'll wrap it up now.
Base is under attack.
The game is
Mineral
lost.
field depleted.
I will show you why it's lost. He's ahead in economy, he's ahead in a technology, and he's ahead in army. And you can micro all you want with this army. He's so much ahead, he will beat you always. Micro is not that important in Bronx, because this army will always finish this army. There are some exceptions, like he only builds zealots against 20 banshees or something. But that is not the case. You do not have 20 banshees. You have marauders and marines, and he has zealots, and zealots are able to kill both of them. His armor is much stronger than yours.
Is under attack. Under attack.
Okay, Rival, I hope I could help you. I apologize to all viewers for my rusty English, for my... I don't think it's bad English, but I want to improve. I want to help people, and I hope you liked it, and I hope you will send replays and post them, and I will try to give you an English cast every 2 or 3 days. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening me. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. You will endure, I hope this is right, endure a German cast too. I will do German and English casts, of course. More German, but I like English. So I talked a lot. I'm sorry about it. I'm trying to make it shorter, to make it worthwhile for you. This is my first one, so I hope I will see you soon. Bye bye.